Now we're coming to the moment you've all been waiting for. And we have 8 minutes left. What can we do in that 8 minutes?
I have a resolution.
All right. Are we going to bring up the state? Maybe we should bring up some state proposals in the next 8 minutes.
Got a favorite.
But I think we should maybe bring Diane up for the next 8 minutes. And maybe we should bring Michael up a little early.
Oh, Michael, we made it. You made it. I'm honored that Michael McCormick is here and that we get to give you a 2008 National Health Freedom Coalition Health Freedom Award. I met Michael in the most wonderful of environments. We're both very busy attorneys in the Seattle airport in the line waiting for the security to get through because he was going to a meeting and I was going on a plane, and that's the only time we could meet. So we walked in line for 20 minutes and talked politics. And I thought, could it be that there's a bright, articulate attorney willing to work on these unlicensed practitioner cases?
And then she met me and she still asked me.
He was like a godsend. And the next time that I went to Washington, I gave a presentation at Marlene's Health Food Store in southern Seattle to mobilize the troops there in Washington. And Michael came and gave a presentation that evening, and I thought, what a great public speaker. This can't even be true. It just kept building and building. And then the next time I ran into this guy, it was through a legal brief. And the FDA had put out a draft guideline for CAM therapy products. And they were going to coin this term, CAM products, and I was very upset about this, and we did formal comments to the FDA for the first time. They, Citizens for Health, had already put them in, and I didn't even know he was with Citizens for Health, and there's his name at the bottom, and he was the chair of Citizens for Health. And I thought, whoa, cool, Citizens for Health, grabbed him up.
Somebody else put chair on that. I didn't.
I see. Nobody else, he didn't know, but I knew. And his comments were remarkably thorough to the FDA and brilliant and very supportive in concept to what we were trying to say, except with more detail, of course, because Citizens and he have a wealth of knowledge in their banks of experience in Washington, D.C. with federal agencies. So then I find out this little homeopath calls me from Washington and says, the government is shutting me down. Who should I talk to? And I said, I just met this guy, Michael McCormick. Call him. Then I find out he's representing about 4 other people in Washington very quickly and says he wants to dedicate his life to these type of clients rather than the former kinds of law that he used to do, and he's going to try and make a living doing it. I said, well... Then he went down a few points because I thought maybe he wasn't that smart, but... However, I have read his briefs on these practitioner cases, which are very hard to win. He not only goes after the substantive issues of were you practicing medicine, but he's going, now was that judge, should that judge been sitting in that chair because actually they were an agency judge and they really shouldn't be representing, and you'll probably talk about this, but he's going after procedural issues. He's trying to get all of that corruption to the forefront in these cases that he's bringing forward. Very, very, very committed. So we did save the best for last this time. His keynote speech is going to be Toward a More Balanced Health System, Healing Through the Lens of Freedom. After practicing commercial litigation for over 20 years, Michael became a holistic lawyer in 2004, focusing on complementary health law, organizational consulting, and personal coaching. He is an experienced mediator, author and speaker, and a former high school street law teacher in Washington, D.C., where he graduated from the Georgetown Law Center in 1984. He's a co-presenter for the Conscious Lawyer web program and currently serves as president of Citizens for Health, the national nonprofit organization advocating for health freedom and responsible health choices. A student of numerous complementary health modalities, Michael is an ordained minister and founder of the Tahoma Youth Basketball Association in Maple Valley, Washington, where he lives with his wife, Melissa, and their 5 children.
That's the basketball connection.
We are so honored and delighted that you are our keynote speaker for tonight's award banquet, and thank you so much for being here.